You made it to week number 5, and some of you have probably already generated an actual lead. You might even already have a buyer, you might have a seller, you might even have a tenant or a landlord. And if that is you, congrats. If you're like, Carrie, it's not me, it's okay. Because we're going to call this week 5 lead generation week. Let's get into Monday. Let's just get your notebook, get your pen, get your paper. Let's do this. So Monday, you are now into Monday and you are ready to go. So on Monday, lead generation week, I want you to select an area you are going to farm. And when I say farm, this is an area, and it could be the same subdivision. It could be where you grew up. It could be the subdivision that you really like. It could be a specific area or neighborhood. Pick an area. And once you pick a neighborhood, I then want you to figure out when you're going to start mailing. Now, you can also choose to, your farm area could be your sphere of influence. When it comes to your direct mail marketing, real mail, you're going to use tools like Realist, Remine, RPR. There could be another system you use. You can invest in tools like Prospect Plus. My CRM allows me to buy postcards and post on social media. I use Wise Agent. They're not paying me to tell you that. So shout out to Wise Agent. Not even Prospect Plus. You can use tools where you can create the content, or you can at least get your list. I can buy postcards in Remine, real estate data mining. Now, those 3 tools, Remine, Realist, or RPR, will often come through our local associations, or you might even invest in a tool like that. Now, there's other tools you can use. Those are just some examples. So I want you to pick the neighborhood. I want you to learn Realist, Remine, or RPR so you can grab your list. And I want you to also consider to mail to your sphere of influence once a month. If you're like, Carrie, oh my gosh, this is going to cost me a lot of money. I don't even have any money. What you're going to then do is you're going to consider sending an email once a month. Maybe you're going to mail every month, or maybe every quarter, every 6 months, or every year. You need to have a touch even with direct mail. Now, there are people out there that say you don't need traditional marketing. I'm going to say, based on my research, baby boomers, silent generation, and those of us that are Gen X, we are still more likely to hire you from the mailbox. So again, there will eventually be a switch. So day 1, pick an area, and you're going to also consider your sphere of influence. People you know that love and like you and might do business with you. Now, day number 2, Tuesday it is. I want you to consider creating your own marketing. Now, I'm saying this where you could use Prospect Plus, you could use Wise Agent, you could use Remine, you could use Canva or Publisher. I want you to start creating content. If you're like too hard, you could even hire someone on Fiverr, or you could use tools like Remine where it's already created for you. So there's ways to do this where you don't have to create it. If you are going to create your own content, Canva is fabulous. Canva is a really cool tool. I also want you to consider investing in doorknob bags, because on day 3, Wednesday, we're going to talk about creating your own newsletter. So doorknob bags, you can stuff the doorknob bags. Now, you could do door knockers, but the value of the doorknob bag, and once you take classes with me, like if you take Remine or Realist, I can be very strategic on who gets the doorknob bag. When I started selling real estate in 2001, I walked my subdivision. I still own that townhouse. It's now a rental. I walked that subdivision every single month, and it took me 7 months before someone decided to pick me. I did work with my friends and family first, but I walked that subdivision 7 months before people started to hire me in the same subdivision. So create your own postcard, purchase the postcard. And if you're going to mail it yourself, again, Canva would be kind of cool. Or again, you can use third-party tools where you design the postcard and have them mail it. If that is not in your pocketbook, email marketing. Now, if you don't have the emails for your neighborhood, could you create a Facebook ad and do a short video? Absolutely. Could you create an Instagram ad? Absolutely. TikTok, LinkedIn, there's always a way to have a touch. If you are going to do an email, I would consider creating a Google form and asking people to fill out the form so you can send them your monthly update. Day number 3, we are going to create our newsletters. We're going to create our newsletter. We are going to plan, like, when are we going to plan our mailings? If you're like, Carrie, well, okay, you're saying create one postcard. What about the rest of the year? this would be a great concept. Like you could sit down and do a brain dump. Like this is me brain dumping even when I do content for all of you. Like this was me today, like where I'm trying to figure out where am I getting the most views on social media. So brain dump, this is like regular sheet of paper, so maybe some colorful pencils. Brain dump and think of what could you do. You could also use ChatGPT to come up with some ideas for a postcard. By Wednesday, I want you to also take a comparative market analysis class, and I want you to also consider taking a statistics class. If you take that CMA class and you take statistics, when someone calls you and they're like, Carrie, I want to put my home on the market. You're going to still do your discovery. Okay, great. So what's your address? How did you hear about me? When are you thinking about moving? How many bedrooms, bathrooms, etc.? When you then get off the phone, you're going to want to know how to do a CMA, even if you haven't seen the house. Now, I probably Google to see what it looks like, but even if you haven't seen the house, and then you're going to want to be able to understand stats. Thursday, here we are. You created your newsletter. Now, and by the way, if you feel like, well, that's a lot for one day, you can spread things out over the week. You don't have to take the CMA class and the statistics class on Wednesday. You could plan to take it any day of the week, any day of the week. Thursday, you've created your newsletter. You have ordered your doorknob bags. If you create a newsletter in Canva, by the way, you can have Canva print them front, back, and have them shipped to your home. And then when you get them, if you order, depending on how fast you have them shipped, you can have them by the following week, and you can plan to start walking the neighborhood. So yeah, Thursday, order that newsletter. And again, if you're like, Carrie, that still feels like a lot of money, stay out of Starbucks, stay out of TJ Maxx. How can you save enough money to buy some of this stuff? Friday. We're on Friday. I want you to start thinking about how you can consistently leverage social media. So let me give you an example. I would love it if you were to create a video on what it was like to purchase your own home. If you don't own a home, I want you to come up with what can you post on social media that will make someone want to contact you. It could be as simple as, hey, I'm a real estate agent. I work in the city of Carol Stream, and let me give you some fun facts about the city of Carol Stream. We have a swimming pool. We've got a nice little area where we have fireworks. Like, I'm making it up, although those things are true. You come up with something that would make someone want to contact you, and then redirect them to your link in your bio, or to click the link if you're on Facebook, so they can communicate with you. I want you to start using social media with video. If you're like, ooh, Carrie, that's a lot. I'm going to say, so I have a tripod over here. I could put my phone up, and then I could just like be working. I could be, just showcasing myself working, do a time lapse, and then I can do a video, and I can do a voiceover that says, hey, today I'm working on doing research in Carol Stream, and this is what I found. Like, there's a way to do video without actually talking on video. Then, yeah, so you got your content, and I'm going to challenge all of you to post once a week on social media. You can do this. Plan it out. Plan it out. Even when I create these videos, I know what I'm going to talk about. I create the video, and then I know when I'm going to sit down to edit, and then I schedule. You are now your own marketer. Now, unless you have the money, you're your own marketer. Day 6, which is Saturday. I want you to, like, this is your choice. I want you to think about what could you do, knowing everything you've done in weeks 1 through 4 and now 5, what can you do? Could it be that you're going to ask someone in the office if you can host an open house? Could it be that you're going to work on some of your marketing? Is it going to be that you're going to do research on social media to see which agents are getting the most views? What are they doing? Like, you could go search on TikTok, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook. What are people consuming? Who's getting the most views? And how could you leverage that for yourself? Now, I don't have to copy, cut, and paste with what other people are doing, but I can go see that this is actually working for this real estate agent. So there you go. That is your week 5. I've given you week Monday through Saturday. Saturday is, what do you want to do? It could be that you're going to go show houses. And if you're like, oh, Carrie, I found this video, but I didn't even look at weeks 1 through 4, simply go back and watch the previous weeks. Week 6 is going to come out next week. And share this with a friend. If you have someone that's new, collaborate, become find someone that you can collaborate with, and then actually find someone that can hold you accountable. Like, do this together. And if you haven't already done so, please take a second and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am Carrie Little, the designated managing broker of CarMarc Realty Group in Illinois and the broker owner of CarMarc Realty Group in Florida. Don't forget to subscribe to my Instagram page and to TikTok. I want to make sure that you learn to earn in real estate and you are providing value for your clients. Thanks for joining me. Catch week 6 next week.